it's a movie. I don't care about the cost. Just throw me the tag and I'm fucking right off. I'll hop in that jacket, I'm skirting right off. I've been fucking your bitch, but it's just for the... Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Brand Loading, and I'm back with another video. Now, we gonna be talking about my experiences working at Fedex as a package handler. Now, show y'all guys that I'm not playing. Let me cover up my name and stuff because I don't want to show all that, but hold up. I don't want to hit the logo, but this is my ID from when I used to work as a FedEx ground helper. A FedEx ground helper. Yep, package handler right there. This is the ID that, if you work there, this is the ID that you will have. When I quit it, they had gave me my ID and told me that I could keep it for some reason, but I don't need it and I don't use it. But I always was gonna make a video like this, but I just never got around to it. Hold on, let me show it to y'all one more time just in case y'all couldn't see. Boom. I gotta cover up most of this stuff. I don't want y'all seeing all that. But this is my FedEx ground package handler, if y'all can see that. But let's get straight into the video. Now, getting a job working for FedEx, UPS, and stuff like that, FedEx and UPS, I'll say it's very easy to get them jobs. Now, the reason why it was and this was my first job too, and I got it in like a week. Now, the reason that I say it's very easy to get these jobs is because it's people constantly quitting every single day. Now, I didn't think much of it. I didn't know what a package handler was at first until I got there. Now, for those of you that are like applying to become a package handler, I'm gonna just break down to you guys like what a package handler actually is and what they does. Now, think of people who you see deliver your packages to your house. You see how all the boxes are stacked up inside the trucks? Basically, package handlers, they work inside a warehouse where they stack boxes on top of each other. Like they stack things that goes from mirrors, TVs, tires, and stuff like that. Now, basically, there's two parts of a package handler. There's a loader and there's an unloader. Basically, what a loader does is that they put packages onto like a trailer. Think of like a trailer, one of those trailers that drive around all across the town that carries things. Yeah, one of those, the big trailers. Now, a loader, they stack boxes inside of a trailer. You have to go from there's like a little door on the trailer that you can open up and it goes underground. Now, basically, when you a loader, you have to stack boxes. First, you have to lift up the ground things. You have to lift up the ground things, and it's like basically another way for you to put boxes at. Once you lift those up, you have to start under there first. You have to start from the right-hand side. You always start from the right-hand side, and you start all the way in the back just because it's more easy. You know, you start from the front, you start all the way from the front, but you go all the way to the back to go down inside the little thing to stack the boxes. Now, once you stack up one side, you close it down and you lock it, and you go to the other side and you do the same exact thing. Once you're done with both sides, you close both of them and you lock them. You go back up top. Now, basically what you want to do is you start from the back of the trailer and you have to stack boxes. Like, you have to put them in, like, think of Tetris. You have to, like, stack them in a row. So you put one right here, you got to put one right here, and right here. But that's not all you have to do. You have to stack other packages on top of them, and they have to go all the way up to the ceiling. And the truck has to be full of packages. Now, it might seem easy to y'all, but it's not all that simple. Because I thought it was going to be easy for me too, but it really wasn't. But it wasn't hard because it was old people and out of shape people that were working too. If I really wanted to stay, I could have, but I'm gonna get into all that for y'all. You feel me? That wasn't really the issue. Basically, now an unloader is somebody who takes packages off of the trailer and they put them onto like this little, think of a table. They put them onto this table type thing and they push it all the way down to the end of the table and they put it onto a cart. And somebody who drives the cart, they drive the unloaded side to the loading side, and they put it on like this thing. I don't know what it's called. They put on this thing that moves, and they put boxes on top of it, and it just moves down by itself. Now, and then there's people who just scan packages. There's people who scan the packages and they sit them down to where the packages have to be loaded. Now, when you work for a package handler, you don't have one trailer. You have to work on multiple trailers. When I worked there, I was working on 3 to 4 trailers a day. So I wasn't just working on mine. I had to help people. I had to go to trailers that was backed up. Think of packages that's like backed up. Think of 100 packages on the table, and I have to do that all by myself. Yes. So like I would get assigned to help people, and only like 3 to 4 people in all the times I worked there has helped me, and it's never been like consistent days. But that's basically what a package handler is for the unloading and the loading side. Now you're finna get into more of why I had to quit. Now I worked 5 hours a day. I worked from Monday to Saturday. Yeah, no, Tuesday through Saturday. I had Sunday and Monday off for a little break or whatever. And I worked there for like 2 to 3 weeks. You feel me? I worked there for like 2 to 3 weeks. You feel me? So y'all thinking like, ooh, that should be like a decent paycheck. That should be a good paycheck. You working for what, 5 days, a whole week for 5 hours? That's what, 20 to 25 hours a week? That should be somewhat decent. Now me working at UPS as a driver helper, I made $20 an hour, and I only worked and I worked from 11:30 to like 7 or 5 every day. But a UPS driver helper, I didn't do anything but just take packages to people's doors. As a package handler, I'm loading packages onto a trailer that's like 300 pounds, 250 pounds by myself, and I only weigh 180. So just imagine that I'm lifting up tires, I'm lifting up bed mattresses, I'm lifting up all of that, and I'm stacking them on top of each other. So it's gonna be even more heavy when I have to put packages on top of a package to go all the way to the top, and I have to do that to fill the whole trailer. And I don't have just one trailer. I have to do that for 3 or 4 trailers. Just imagine. Y'all thinking like you should get really, really paid. But no. FedEx jobs treat you like a slave. If you're a package handler, you don't get paid anything. Imagine you spending more money going to a job that you are making. Yeah. Spending more money than I was making. Literally, like, some days when I didn't want to take the bus, I'd take Ubers, and Ubers was $30. So I wasn't really tripping. You feel me? Because I have money, but that's the point of the job, to make more money. Now I ain't finna get into it. I worked for like my first couple days I worked there, you feel me? I worked for like 3 days, you feel me? Because you have to do training when you're there. They take you in a room and they teach you all the things, so you don't do anything. And they give you like a counselor kind of to teach you all the ropes, and it's people in the room with you who are also applying for the job and the position, but they'll send some of them to the loader side, some to the unloading side. So we're in the room, boom, 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 for like one full day. We in the room the whole time. The other day, we in there for like half, and then we go walk around the whole facility to get an eye on it. Now you only work for 2. You do that for 2 days, and the 3rd day you go straight to work, but you don't do much. They give you like an hour, 2 hours off, and they tell you can leave. Now I wasn't expecting much that paycheck. That paycheck I got $200 something or $60 something, $200 and something dollars, right? That's understandable. It was 3 days, 5 hours, so I get $200 something. Now next week, I worked the whole entire week, 5 hours straight, no breaks. Now it's different types. It's 3 time zones. I forgot to tell you, there's 3 time zones. There's daylight, there's twilight, and there's overnight. Daylight is like from like 6 or 7 to 4 o'clock. Twilight is from 4:30 to 9:30, 10 o'clock ish at the latest. Overnight is from 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock all the way to 6. I work the twilight zone. That's 5 hours for y'all. I work twilight. I had to leave out the house by 5. No. I had to leave out the house by like 2 o'clock and get there by 4. And then one thing, you can't take any technology, no quarters or none of that into the facility. So it's a locker room out. It's a locker outside of the whole facility that you have to put all your belongings in. So I have to do all that before I go in. Around 4:30 is when I enter the building. Now I work 1 full week. I go all the way to the stand where I thought I was supposed to get my check at, and they tell me no, you get it from your instructor who like instructs you. There's basically different types of zones. There's different zones inside of the factory. Each zone has one person that's like basically the leader of that group, the supervisor of the group, the boss of the group. So each group has that. And mine, I went back to mine. I went back to my group and I asked my boss, do we get paid today? You get paid every week. You get paid every week on a Friday for FedEx. That's one thing about them jobs. You get paid every week. So I go to my boss and I asked him, do I get my check? And he said, oh, I forgot. He was like, I ain't got no check for you today. But he was playing in a playful way. So I was like, I started laughing. But in my head, I was like, nigga, give me my stuff so I can get up out of here. So I get my check. I don't open my check at all. I'm in the Uber. I'm getting the Uber because I do not feel like taking the bus back because I'd be tired, bro. I'd be dirty. I'd be having to carry boxes. So I'd be stanky, musty, and all that. So I get an Uber to like food places like Subway, CVS, and I give me food and I just walk back to the crib because it's just down the street. So after that, I go in my room, set my check on my TV stand. I eat. I get up. And for me, I don't have to go to the bank to cash my check. I can do it on my phone. When you have a bank, you can do it on your phone. So I get my check. I open it. I look at it. And I put it back down. And I get mad. I worked a full week, 5 hours a day, lifting thousands of packages every single day. When you work at UPS, you have to box 1,000. You have to box 1,000 packages per hour. Yes, you have to scan 1,000 packages per hour. If you don't scan 1,000 packages per hour, if you miss packages at all, they will like warn you. And if you do it more times, they will fire you because you miss scanning packages. But you have to be quick enough to scan 1,000 packages per hour. So just imagine, you have to scan 1,000 per hour, bro. Imagine how fast you have to do that shit. Imagine how you have to stack the boxes on top of each other. So I see my check, I put it down, and I get mad. I call my mom. I tell my mom, I'm finna quit. This job ain't for me. This is a slave. My mom come in the room. She look at the check. She say, oh yeah. And I show my stepdad. He was like, you should stay one. I show my stepdad. He said, you should stay one more week just to see how it is for real. I was like, all right, I stay one more week. Now, I'm probably wondering how much was the check. The check was $214.67. Y'all probably like, that's not bad. $214 for scanning 1,000 packages per hour for 5 hours straight, having to lift packages that weigh up to 350 pounds inside of a trailer, and having to stack packages on top of each other also and fill up the whole entire trailer. And the trailers be like 10 feet long, 8 feet high, and wide. So you have to stack packages on, you have to lift them up by yourself, put them inside, sit them against the walls, make sure it's straight, get other boxes, stack them on top of each other, and do that all the way until the trailers is full. And you do that for 3 to 4 trailers a day. And also you have to help other people. So you're really doing like 6 or 7 trailers a day by yourself. And sometimes people will help and sometimes people won't. And so $214 for all that, that's not enough. I don't know who they think I am, but I'm not stupid and I'm not no goofy. Like, I'm not getting no $200 a week for that. And I'm spending $150 in 1 week just to get transportation. Like, come on now, man. I'm not doing that. That is so stupid. So, second week come by. I go there, right? Work the full week again. I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm finna quit this shit, bro. And I was surprised, bro. There's like females that work as a package handler at that job, bro. And they was so cute. They was so bad. I was trying to stay at the job for them. I would not lie to you. I was trying to stay there for them because them females look good. But I was like, bro, I ain't finna be no slave. I ain't finna be here. I ain't finna be no slave working at this job, bro. Like, fuck these females, man. I need money. Like, so next week go by. Check time, hop in the Uber, get to the crib, open a check. The check is $216, bro. The same amount as the check from last time when I worked. Because you feel me, you have to like work a week for your check to come to you. So you don't get paid the first week you actually work, you get paid the next week. And that week that you get paid from your previous check, not the current check, for y'all that don't know. So my first check was around $60-something, something like that. So my next check was $214, and the next check was $214. So I got 3 checks in total. I worked for 2 to 3 weeks. So I made $400 in like 3 weeks. But for the type of work I was doing, bro, you should be getting paid $1,000. You should be getting paid $400 a week for the type of job I was doing, bro. That's outrageous. At least 400 at the minimum, bro. And so after that happened, bro, I quit the job. I didn't, yeah. At first, I wasn't gonna tell them that I quit. I was just gonna stop going and stop answering my phone. They called me one time and I stopped answering. So, boom, 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 boom. I did that. So I was talking to my mom. I mean, my stepdad, and then my mom. They was like, "You should just go up there and just tell them you quit and stuff like that, and sign your paperwork and leave." So I went up there one day. I didn't work. I didn't clock in. None of that. I went up there on a Friday to get my last check. And when I went to get my last check, I saw my boss. I was waiting for my boss. I saw my boss come over there. I talked to him. I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming to get my last check because I'm quitting." He was like, "What you quitting for?" And I was like, "School." So I told him I was getting my last check. We go into a room with a computer. I fill out this paperwork that lets me quit. And after that, I give him the paper. And he leaves and he comes back and give me my check. And after that, I leave. And there was this lady. And I was like, "Do y'all want my badge?" And she was like, "No, you can keep it as like a souvenir or something." So I just kept the badge and I just keep it in here. But I don't do shit with it. But yeah, after that, I got my last check and I left. My last check was like 220, 216, 230. No, it was 230. My last check was $230, which is nothing for the type of work that I was doing. Like, these FedEx jobs be slave jobs, bro. But if this is like the job that you have to do, bro, if it's like the job that you really, really need and you need some money, bro, do it. Do it, bro. Because if I needed the money, I would still do it until I find a better job to put me in a better position. As long as you were trying like your hardest every single day, bro, take it day by day. Don't do none of that, bro. But at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna work that if it's gonna make me a slave. But if I really, really need the money, I would have worked that job until I found something better. Feel me? Keep that in your head. Keep that job till y'all find something better. But anyways, y'all, this is my experience on the FedEx UPS handler job position. I hope that my video helped y'all a lot, bro. You feel me? So I always meant to make one, but I never did. I meant to make one when I first worked there. I meant to make a how I started working for FedEx. You feel me? But I guess I'm gonna give y'all a reason of why I had to quit working for FedEx. The reasons why I quit. But yeah, this is the end of the video, man. If y'all made it this far, make sure y'all please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna roll to 1K. And if y'all actually want me y'all to drop that, drop something in the comment section. Drop the fire emoji in the comment section for me. It's your boy Ran Loading, and I'm out.